Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and hit the backyard, and I'm gonna hit start, and I got my finger on the stop. Oh God. So we got a whole irrigation system, and the easiest thing we're gonna have to do here is just do a little splicing work. So I gotta find my extra hose. What we've got going on here is a few different things. So we've got the hourglass shape of the pool right here, right? And what's happening is, starting over here and all the way through, there is an irrigation line running through that small channel right there, right? So if I back up here, you can easily see right here, this irrigation line right there. And that irrigation line wants to run all the way through that and onto the other side. And so what we're going to end up doing is we're just going to cut this irrigation line right here, and we're going to swing the irrigation line over here, over by the pool. We're going to run all the way through the rock, and we're going to connect up to right here instead, where this line is buried. So what's happening is it comes in from the side house, comes all the way around through the backyard, and it snakes around the whole pool. Comes around and stops right here. So instead of continuing to fix over here, because what's happening is we keep fixing this. I keep digging this up, I keep patching it, and we keep getting different geysers that pop up in here. And if it's just a weak line, it keeps splitting after we splice and put in little pieces. So we're just gonna eliminate and get rid of this whole line through here. So we're gonna have to dig right here and cap off, abandon this underneath, cut right here, tee over and connect. Let's get it started. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this area right here. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. You know, you don't need an irrigation company to do all this stuff. You just gotta be willing to take a couple risks. So we're just gonna cut the line right here. We got a whole bunch of supplies. All of this is real easy, real simple. Let's just pick up that line. Be careful, don't cut off your fingers. Don't wanna end up in the emergency room. Now you can get an easier cutter for this. I just use a utility knife. There we go. Cut off. I'm gonna worry about this line here right now. I'm gonna cut a little bit off right here just for working space, right? But otherwise we don't have to worry about this line. Consider this line abandoned. All right, so I'm gonna go with a simple elbow. Clean this line a little bit here, right? Now this is real easy, simple, straightforward. Pressure fit coupling right on here. We're just gonna go like this and wiggle it back and forth. Slow and steady, don't kink the line, hold it right here for support. Twist back and forth, and you'll get it on there. Right? There we go. These are the best. They make all kinds of different fittings. I really like these blue tipped fittings here. I don't even know. Rainbirds. Yep, Rainbird fittings. They work so well. They work, they fit, they last for a long time. There. You get enough pressure on there. There's the start of our line. Open this line up. Try not to cut the hose while you're doing it. Right? That'd be a bummer. Don't want to get hurt. Don't want to cut yourself. No one wants to go to the ER on a Friday night. So let's not do that. Okay, we're gonna take that new line and start running it over here. I always like to check the factory cut. This one's pretty good, pretty straight. I don't think I'd actually recut it, but sometimes you just gotta be careful. Take a look, inspect it for any damage, weirdness, stuff like that. Right, get this in here like this, and just do the same as we've just been doing. Finagle that in there. That fits nice and easy, and that is not pulling out because it's got a hooked barbed on the inside. Right? All right, there we go. Easy, simple. So now we're just gonna go ahead and clear, and we'll do this in a time lapse because no one wants to watch this the whole time. we can start running our line right down here. Don't worry about it being super pretty. Just want to get some of the kink out. We're just sizing it for right now. I'm going to show you guys what we're working with here. So you can see, here's our line right here. Let's just pull that over a little bit. We'll kind of rebury this and make this look all nice. Then we're just going to run down here. We've cleared this whole area. We've cleared up through under this bush just right here. Now, I'll show you guys under this bush right here. Down under here, you can see, we can get the camera into there. There's the water line, right there, right in the center frame. So we're gonna go ahead and just reconnect it up, just right there. All right, so quick kind of talk about what we have here. In there right now, connected to the existing end of the line, is kind of the termination line. We have one of these, right? It's a Rainbird coupling, but it's got a threaded end on it. And then you've got this on there, right, to seal it off. Well, the nice part is Rainbird offers lots of different options. So, you have this piece here. It's got this filtered end on it right here. We're just gonna put it back together. But we have this piece. So instead of cutting that line and, doing just a regular coupling splice, instead we're gonna put this on our new end, and it's got a thread, and it's kind of nice, it's got a filter on it, and it's gonna thread right into this end right here, right? It's gonna thread right onto there, just like this, and you're gonna get a nice watertight coupling. Easy, simple. You could disconnect the line later on. If you needed to clean that filter, whatever it is, that's gonna work really well. Fingers touching the coupling end right here. So you can see that right there. We're just gonna unscrew this piece here.
Okay.
We're gonna put a new piece on. And there's a couple curious children right behind the camera looking at it as well. So we're gonna unthread that piece quick here. And this might not show up on camera really well because we have got a lot of people right here. Here we have this piece. And now we're just gonna cut it to size real quick. Kind of size it up inside of our, all right, there. Give or take, doesn't have to be perfect, right? So, excuse me, there you go, ladies. We're gonna cut this right here again. Get your knife out, be careful. Here we are. Hopefully everyone can see this okay. And we're just gonna give it a little bit of tension on, there we go. All right, got it. Easy, simple, straightforward, as it should be. So we're just gonna pressure fit this on here, and that's gonna thread right onto that original connection right inside there that we can see. So, what I sometimes like to do, just dip this in the pool, kind of get it just wet a little bit. It makes it so slick to slide on.
Hi, Dad.
Just like that. Hey, ladies.
I'm just next
All right,
to you.
there we go.
I want to see it. Okay, how about we have
And now we thread that on,
Come on.
just like that. Now that is about the easiest way ever to get a connection together. Let's find our irrigation line coming through right here. Start moving some rocks. Bam, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so let's make it easy on ourselves. I think the easiest thing to do is cut it right here so this end stays staked down. So we're actually going to give it a cut right here on this piece. This is where Arizona yards are so easy to work in, because just like that, if you're in Minnesota or, any other place that doesn't have rock as the main substrate of the yard, then you are dealing with buried lines, all these things, real hassle. All right, so we're gonna get this little cut right here. Make sure your hand's out of the way. Get the knife dug in, wiggle it back and forth. Don't complicate your life. All right, make your life easy. Don't cut your fingers off. Now we're just gonna go ahead and get this end just massaged on here like this, right? Just wiggle it back and forth like that. Simple, easy. Get it on there. Okay, there, it's on. You can unscrew that real fast just to inspect it. It's got a little O-ring in there. Maybe you can see that. Little silicone looking ring. But also nice because you have hard disk connection point. If you need to do something, screw that back on. Perfect. Now, this line here is completely abandoned, cut off, no leak. And actually, we are ready to do a test. All right, we're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and test this app, see how this works. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to use the app real fast and how to turn on a quick manual watering. So we're in the Beehive app right here. We'll go to Home. So right now I only have the front program to run. If you look at my programs, I got Spring Front on, but Spring Front Backyard is not currently operating. That's because we have this crazy little geyser. So what we're going to do here is actually just go home real quick, and I want to go to manual watering right here at the bottom. And the goal is I want to go ahead and click on this side gate backyard, basically the side of the house. And we're going to click the start button just right here. It's starting up. I can hear it. Let's go ahead and look at everything. No water leaks right here. It's blasting all that air out of the system, if you can hear that. Let's look under here real quick. You can hear it flowing. No leak right there at the coupling. Perfect. That seems to be doing just great. And over here, we have our new cap. So let's look down here at the new cap, and perfect as well. Nothing going on here. Go straight out under that cactus and across the beautiful backyard. Watering all the palm trees, all the yuccas, all the palms in this beautiful Arizona sunset. Wow. Well, there you have it. I mean, sit back, enjoy the rest of this amazing evening. Kids are done swimming. Got some pool maintenance to do tomorrow. Maybe we'll film that. So I hope this helps everybody. I really hope this helps everybody understand that you can so easily fix a irrigation problem yourself. You can buy the supplies at Home Depot for $30, $40. You can do all the work yourself. You don't have to hire somebody. It's not super complicated. Take your time. There's YouTube tutorials, this and a million other things. But this is exactly what I want people to understand and know, that you can so easily maintain these things. You can put together all of this stuff. It's super easy. Follow along for more. I'm going to be here along to kind of show you guys how to maintain all this stuff. So thanks for joining me for a little Arizona nighttime sunset irrigation fix.